Hi, I'm Stephen Roche on the AWS Training and Certification team. This module gives you a brief overview of this course and how to navigate it. You will scroll to access most of the content in this course. If you want to open or close the table of contents, you can click the icon in the upper left corner. Scroll down to continue your training. Look at this customer triangle. The triangle is composed of three core motivations that drive customers to cloud adoption. The first of which is speed to market. Customers want to deploy complex solutions quickly to maintain a competitive advantage. Cloud resources can accelerate time to business value, which allows many companies to meet challenges in new ways that increase innovation. The second point of the triangle is operational efficiency. Customers want to maximize resource use. Moving to the cloud helps customers streamline and enhance infrastructure management on a global scale. This can have the dual impact of lowering costs and freeing up resources that can then be used to develop innovative solutions to existing problems. The third point of the triangle is cost and resource optimization. Customers want to reduce cost and optimize their resources over the long term, and to accomplish this without incurring significant capital expenditure. Many customers move to the cloud because they can trade capital expense for variable expense. They can lower variable expenses overall, and they can increase the speed and agility of their IT infrastructure, which can drive innovation. All of the tenets of the customer triangle drive innovation. Customers can focus resources previously spent on infrastructure management on creating new solutions for their business. The last concept to introduce is C2. C2 is AWS shorthand for the customer's customer. C2 underscores that AWS is focused on making customers successful, as well as AWS customers more successful. As a partner, you can help your customers become more successful with their customers as well. Scroll down to continue the training. Our customers want to build the next generation of applications to use cloud-native principles that have emerged over the past 10 years. It's a major shift in the way applications are developed and deployed, and AWS customers are making multi-year strategic decisions. AWS is uniquely positioned to help guide customers as they make these choices. By using modern application development theme to broaden the conversation with your customers, you can help them think beyond using the cloud for a specific technology, and inspire them about the possibilities of building with AWS. This means that you have the opportunity to educate your customers on a wider range of AWS services, help them adopt the most innovative cloud solutions available today, and convince them that AWS is the cloud provider of choice to solve their technical and business challenges. Partnering with AWS can be a rewarding experience for you as a partner and your customers. You can use your team's skills and knowledge about your customers, AWS tools, and unique consulting expertise to help drive customer outcomes. Your customers must be asked about their business, but they also must be guided. Use your expertise to guide your customers on their cloud adoption journey. There are many ways that partners add value. Both technology partners and consulting partners are critical to the AWS ecosystem. In the AWS ecosystem, AWS provides the global infrastructure services such as compute, storage, database, and networking. On top of this infrastructure, customers choose their platform, OS, virtual infrastructure, applications, and application services. Customers rely on technology partners to deliver applications in security, analytics, big data, storage, database, and visualization that are tested to run on AWS and that provide a common set of tools across on-premise and cloud environments. Consulting partners offer value-added deployment services that speed a customer's time to value, such as workload and data center migration, workload of application management, and service delivery across areas ranging from analytics to databases to serverless computing to content delivery. These solutions can include technology partner products. Partners are essential to deliver customer-centric solutions that reduce long-term IT costs and speed business agility and innovation. Developing your own cloud practice on AWS is an exciting journey. Create your own reference architectures as part of value-added solutions that are unique to you as a partner to define your expertise. Educate your prospects on how to leverage your knowledge to expedite time to value on solutions such as minimal viable cloud environment, a Windows migration methodology, data lakes, or machine learning or artificial intelligence. AWS Quick Starts can be used to achieve this. Building a cloud practice that sets you apart can include developing a security and compliance automation solutions for sensitive, highly regulated verticals such as healthcare, finance, or law. Your practice may involve surveying and adopting AWS ISV solutions to create recurring managed services such as monitoring, billing, or penetration testing. Many successful partners have developed specialized skills in areas such as mobile applications, DevOps automation, data engineering, and Hadoop knowledge for real-time analytics or machine learning. The best way to build a practice is to create a niche where you excel in driving value for your customers. The AWS Competency Program is designed to feature partners who have demonstrated technical proficiency and proven customer success in a specialized solution area such as mobile or security with specific workloads such as Microsoft or SAP, or in a specific industry such as healthcare, financial services, or education. Attaining an AWS competency allows partners to differentiate their services and show AWS recognized skills in a specific domain. AWS revenue collectively generated by AWS competency partners grew by over 100% in 2019, over 2 times the growth of non-AWS competency partners. AWS generated tens of thousands of new leads for AWS competency partners in 2019, more than double what AWS generated in 2016. More information on how to get started in obtaining an AWS competency, as well as the full list of available competencies, is available on the AWS Competency Program page. APN technology partners can only qualify for the AWS solution and AWS industry competencies. APN Navigate is our partner enablement program that provides you with prescriptive guidance on how to specialize on AWS and build your AWS business. The ultimate goal is to help your organization become experts and a trusted APN partner via our competency and/or MSP program. It also prepares your business for achieving service delivery, as is one of the milestones in a partner's specialization journey. Then you want to get started with the APN Navigate specialization track. It offers a framework for partners that provides structure, consistency, and transparency, making it more predictable on what you need to deliver with respect to APN tier and program requirements. All of the activities in APN Navigate benefit one or both of these goals. There is no cost or barrier to partners looking to grow in the APN via the APN Navigate. APN Navigate is the ultimate onboarding tool for any business new to the APN, or established partners looking to advance their existing partnership and expertise. APN Navigate Foundations will help new APN partners establish the fundamental building blocks to become a successful APN technology or consulting partner, and ultimately upgrade to select tier. New APN partners are automatically added to the APN Navigate Foundations path. Businesses that already have a specific expertise or are further along to APN Premier tier.
Tasols is an Australian-based business analytics organisation. We specialise in advanced analytics and corporate performance management. We recognised that AWS was the leading cloud platform in the world, and a lot of our customers were already moving away from more of the traditional data platforms, moving towards cloud-based data analytic services. As you work through the Navigate program, you constantly are improving and evolving your ability to deliver AWS solutions. The first one is that it allows Tasols to attain the level of sophistication that's required to deliver AWS solutions. So we know what we need to achieve. Second to that would be the fact that we've got increased visibility within AWS, and that helps us grow our business. Also, having access to AWS solution architects that have reviewed and validated our solutions has really improved and taken our offerings to the next level. Companies considering APN Navigate, it's finding that sweet spot, what they're good at. After that, it's a matter of matching the appropriate APN Navigate track to their capabilities. After that, Navigate will give them a path to develop their specialization and ultimately deliver.
I'm Kaushik Radhakrishnan. I I lead DXC Asia. I'm the VP and GM. My primary role is to lead the services business for the region that comprises Japan, Southeast Asia, Greater China, and India.
My name is Mark Diekmann. I'm the General Manager of DXC Technologies Cloud Infrastructure Services business in the Asia region. My role is really to transform the way we go to market, transform the way we engage with our clients, and really have my team as a role model in the market of the way to do new IT.
So our go-to-market is primarily around 9 offering families: cloud and platform services, application services, cybersecurity, analytics are some of them. Workplace and mobility is one more big offering. And then we have industry offerings like insurance, healthcare, public sector, and we bring solutions to the market through these offerings. AWS was a natural fit given the agility of the go-to-market that you can take with the customers. AWS solutions can easily be converted to a proof of concept for a customer who's trying to evaluate the possibility of moving to a cloud. And combined with the fact that AWS professional services and DXC work together, made it easier for us to confidently go to a customer.
The reason why we chose AWS is because of the head start that AWS had in the marketplace, the sheer amount of innovation that is coming out of the company, the tremendous amount of commercial benefit that AWS is returning to clients. It's a value proposition that is very difficult to ignore, and we want to make an integral part of our journey. The relationship with AWS has really helped us to shift towards digital. So while in the initial parts of the relationship, we heavily focused on the infrastructure question, by now it's an integral and embedded part of our digital offerings across the board. So it really helped to modernize our offerings and address the client journey towards digital in a much more comprehensive way than we were able to do before.
We invited the professional services to do a couple of things. The first is to come and help our people, especially in Malaysia, to go and evaluate them on what their ability is and what their capability gaps are and how do you become a consultant over a period of time. Second is to create an individual work plan for each one of them to graduate into the consulting journey for cloud migration. And the third is AWS professional services will also help us in the initial set of customers where we go to market together and we also solve the problems together.
When the market was shifting and traditional enterprises were starting to look at moving workload to public service providers like AWS, the initial phase was really about being very clear that we wanted to build that strategic relationship with AWS. And ProServe's role there was really more about building our capabilities and getting that relationship started. By now, the model really shifted. I think the relationship with ProServe is really focusing on joint go-to-market and joint client engagements. ProServe is bringing deep capabilities around the AWS technology and services stack, and that works very well in front of client engagements in the area of SAP, in the area of platform services, in the area of analytics, where our skills are very complementary in really creating a broader value for our clients.
I think we are at an inflection point where because of the support we get and because of the collaboration we have set to grow. I think it's a very happy moment to be in.
So the model that we are driving at AWS is much more pragmatic, engaging with clients, showing them the value of cloud, migrating some workload, letting clients participate in the benefits, and then driving a broader digital transformation. That's a different style of engagement, and I think there the experience with AWS also helped our teams to really understand the value of how to engage differently with our clients.
The thing I love about ProServe is the fact that they also bring best practices with us to the market today. ProServe has demonstrated that to me at least a couple of times so far, that not only you deploy solutions, but you also learn quick and bring the best practices.
It is interesting to note that machine learning has been around for more than 50 years. Most of the common machine learning techniques in use today were invented decades ago. What has changed recently is that with cloud computing, AI and machine learning have become accessible to all businesses, not just major tech giants and hardcore academic researchers. Cloud computing has removed so many of the barriers to experimenting and innovating with AI that even risk-averse businesses are making it a part of their strategy. A recent IDC study estimated that this year, 40% of all digital transformation initiatives will take advantage of AI. IDC also predicted that by 2021, global spending on AI and cognitive technologies will exceed $50 billion. Organizations are most likely to use a new vendor on projects related to data and analytics 57%, IoT 43%, cloud computing 43%, and mobile 38%. There's a lot of opportunity here. Customer experience is being transformed via capabilities such as conversational interfaces, smart biometric authentication, and personalization and recommendations. In retail, sophisticated demand planning and forecasting models are dramatically improving accuracy. Automation is making supply chain management more efficient. Healthcare is shifting from reactive to predictive care, including the use of predictive models to accelerate research and discovery of new drugs and treatment.
And people really love this image recognition service and recognition. One of the things that people have asked us is they said, well, this is great for
and images, can you do the same thing for video? Now, that's a harder problem, because with an image, end to end, that's what you got to, the image is the thing. But with video, you got to deal with time and motion. And very often, you need the context of the frames before and the frames after, knowing exactly what you've captured. So it's not a simple problem. So we've been working on this for a while, and I'm excited to introduce for you a new service called Amazon Rekognition Video, which does real-time and batch video analytics. And so with Rekognition Video, it lets you pass videos to us using our, the APIs or an SDK we provided, and we'll detect all sorts of things in the video. We detect objects and faces and scenes, like a package being arrived, which is useful for a lot of different apps. And then we'll also detect inappropriate content that you may not want up on your website, videos that you may not want your users to be watching on your website. It does celebrity recognition, and then it has a really cool, unique feature that you won't find elsewhere called person tracking. And so a lot of times what you see is that a person is in the shot, but they're blocked from the camera, they're out of the frame. And using technology called skeleton modeling, we're able to track a person even if they're not in the shot and know whether they're still in the frame or not. And that's really useful. When you think about the types of applications people are building and will build, you can imagine an application where all of the systems are accessible in a room if you know that one person's in there and they shut down if that person's gone. And having that person tracking will allow you to be able to be much more accurate in your applications that you build on top of the service. So video recognition is really easy to use. As I mentioned, you just use the APIs of the SDK. It can handle millions of videos that you've stored in S3 through the batch processing we provide. Unlike anywhere else, it handles real-time video, which is really important for the types of apps you want to build. Like I was talking about earlier, if you want to be able to open your garage when you recognize a license plate, or if you want to be able to know when your dog has jumped on the couch. The service will automatically timestamp everything it identifies, so it's easy to find and locate and use with your applications. You'll also see that the service will continue to get better every month, just because of the sheer volume of video content we have internally, as well as through publicly available data sets. And then as with all our services, we're going to make this available to you in a very cost-effective fashion.
AWS Lambda is a serverless compute service that automatically runs code without requiring anyone to provision or manage servers. With Lambda, your customers run code for virtually any type of application or backend service, all with zero administration. Customers can use Lambda for data processing, real-time file processing, such as creating image thumbnails, or real-time stream processing, such as real-time analysis of streaming social media data. Lambda runs code on a high availability compute infrastructure and performs all of the administration of the compute resources. This includes server and operating system maintenance, capacity provisioning, and automatic scaling, code monitoring, and logging. Lambda can run code in response to events such as changes to data in an Amazon Simple Storage Service or Amazon S3 bucket, and Amazon DynamoDB table in response to HTTP requests with Amazon API Gateway, or when invoked by API calls made using AWS's SDKs. Lambda automatically scales applications by running code in response to each trigger. On Lambda, code runs in parallel and processes each trigger individually. The service scales your application precisely with the size of the workload from a few requests per day to thousands per second. Customers pay only for the compute time they consume and the amount of memory allocated for the function. There is no charge when their code is not running. Customers are charged for the total number of requests they use across their functions. A customer can run 1 million Lambda functions for free per month. VMware Cloud on AWS is a solution that simplifies the way our customers can choose to run VMware workloads on the AWS cloud. It enables customers to use VMware's virtualization and management software to seamlessly deploy and manage VMware workloads across on-premise and AWS environments. Customers can use their existing investments in VMware skill sets and tooling to quickly access the flexibility and economics of the AWS cloud. AWS Outposts are fully managed and configurable compute and storage racks built with AWS-designed hardware that allow customers to run compute and storage services on-premise, while seamlessly connecting to the rest of AWS's broad array of services in the cloud. AWS Outposts enable customers to run applications that are latency sensitive and need to be in close proximity to other assets on-premise using the same programming interface, the similar familiar cloud services, and the same infrastructure both in the cloud and on-premise. Outposts provide the ability to run services like Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, Amazon EC2, and Amazon Elastic Block Store, Amazon EBS, on AWS-designed infrastructure. AWS Outposts comes with two options for customers. For those who want to run VMC on AWS locally using AWS Outpost, and for customers who prefer to use the same they use in the AWS cloud, but on-premise, they can use their AWS native variant of AWS Outpost.
Super Bowl 52. As time ran down in the first, Nick Foles was about to complete one of the most improbable plays of the game. With each tick of the clock, AI from Amazon Web Services processed thousands of data points to generate real-time insights, proving that a 19% chance was all Foles needed to change the course of history. Welcome to the next generation of football.
In the postseason, every move matters. Each action, each player impacts the next. This postseason, when there's a stolen base opportunity, StatCast AI, powered by AWS, will calculate and analyze thousands of data points per second in real time and predict the probability of a successful stolen base.
Throw to second, not in time, he's safe!
This postseason, see how AI technology will give you new insights into the game.
Thank you, Andy. It's great to be here and hopefully give you an insight into my world of Formula One and the role that AWS are playing. I like to think of Formula One as a gladiatorial sport between the drivers and a virtual war between the engineers and technicians to produce the best car. And it's a contest, it's a complete team contest. Neither can win without the other. We're the fastest racing cars on the planet, 230 miles an hour. But what's really impressive is we pull 5G in cornering and braking. It's a big business and a big sport, and it's growing. We race in 21 different countries, and we have more than 500 million fans. And we're generating multi-dollar revenues for both the teams and our business. It's about going fast in every part of the competition, but races aren't only won out on the track. A fast pit stop can lose or win a race, and every millisecond counts. So take a look at this, but look carefully, or you might miss it. So 1.6 seconds to change 4 wheels and tires. And you can imagine the training that goes into that, and that's just typical of Formula One. It's also a contest of innovative minds, the virtual war that I mentioned. And every team has hundreds of engineers, all trying to produce the best car, the best aerodynamics, the best chassis, the best engine. And undoubtedly, standing still is going backwards in Formula One. And to my mind, these are the most technologically advanced racing cars in the world. After 3 decades of working in teams, I joined Formula One Motorsport in 2016 with a mission. Make sure we had even better racing cars, make sure we had the best action on the track, and develop ways that our fans can engage with the sport like never before. We're the most data-rich sport in the world, and data fuels our performance. Each car has more than 120 sensors producing thousands of streams of data, and more than 1 million data points per second are transmitted between the car and the pits during a race. We chose AWS to be our partner to help unlock all of this data for the benefit of the lifeblood of our sport, the fans. We've focused on 2 initiatives so far, using high-performance computing to develop better and more raceable cars, and to use machine learning to increase fan engagement. And I'd like to take a closer look. Formula One helps to develop the rules and regulations of the sport, and we now put a team together specifically to do that task. Amazingly, it's never been done before. And currently, the cars suffer badly when they're following each other. The airflow from the car in front disturbs the car behind too much, and we want to make the aerodynamics of the cars more benign and much less sensitive to encourage wheel-to-wheel action. So we're developing designs using 2 cars, one following another, and we're doing it mainly through CFD. And as you can imagine, this is a massively complex problem, and it's never been done before. AWS high-performance computing is enabling us to do this, and experiment faster and better than ever before. We also want to give our fans a better insight into what's happening on the track. And using Amazon SageMaker, we can build models that help us understand how a car is being driven. Is the driver attacking, or is he in conservation mode? So we're training machine learning models using this huge amount of data that we have in Formula One, and we're using those models to make predictions of what's going to happen in the race. We call these F1 Insights, and for the 2018 season, we started the process. We're digging deeper to show you where the performance is coming from. When is a car faster? Why is it faster? And I'm about to show you an example from Mexico in a recent race. And on the screen, you'll see a graphic that compares 2 drivers, Ricciardo and Hartley. Take a look. Look at the graphic on the lower right side, and you can compare Ricciardo's corner speed as he follows Hartley. And this comparison helps the fans see where and how Ricciardo is gaining time. And it's not always on the straights. We're not stopping there. And for next season, we're expanding F1 Insights for our viewers. By further integrating the telemetry data, such as the car position, the tire condition, even the weather, we can use SageMaker to predict car performance, pit stops, and race strategy. I'm going to give you a world-first preview of some prospective and exciting new AI integrations into next year's F1 TV broadcast. And I've selected 3 new cases to give you an insight. Look at the box on the right. We know that somebody's in trouble. His rear tires are overheating. But we can look at the history of the tires and how they've worked and where he is in the race. And machine learning can help us apply a proper analysis of the situation. And we can bring that information to the fans and help them understand whether the guy's in trouble or whether he can manage the situation. And these are insights the team's always had, but we're going to bring them out to the fans and show them what's happening. Here's another fascinating element for our fans, overtaking. Wheel-to-wheel racing is the essence and critical aspect of the sport. And now with machine learning and using live data and historical data, we can make predictions about what's going to happen. So the graphic on the right shows what we expect is going to happen in this event. Now, what's great about this is that the teams don't have all this data. We as Formula One know the data from both cars, and we can make this comparison. And that's never been done before. The pit stop. It's the major strategic element of the race, and one stop is mandatory. Stopping at the right time, fitting the right tire, can win or lose a race. And we're going to take all the data and give the fans an insight into why they stopped and when they stopped. Did the team and driver make the right call? So the info box you see on the bottom is giving the fans that insight that we can build using machine learning. Further down the road, what's really exciting is we're going to investigate the influence of the tracks and the racing formats on the quality of the racing. Can we create tracks that achieve better racing and better overtaking? Can we build models to allow us to do that? Can we change the format of racing to make it more exciting and less predictable? For instance, what happens if we change the formation of the starting grid? So instead of being spread out, it's bunched up. And we believe that using machine learning, AWS is enabling us to do these things. I hope I've been able to give you an F1 insight into the work we're doing. I'm incredibly excited about this new phase, and the partnership with AWS is bringing so many opportunities, and I hope you'll be able to get an insight into what we're doing. Thank you for your time.
Video Appeal was an opportunity to help enable businesses to be able to showcase real videos from real people, to really help consumers find the truth about their products and make the best decisions possible.
Video Appeal is a user-generated video platform where we collect, manage, edit, and analyze user-generated videos.
So the key challenges for us is really being able to handle growth, which is how do we actually manage thousands of videos, right? How do we then process those videos and be able to deliver them quickly to our customers and really not have downtime?
Video Appeal is a startup company, but with the services that AWS has provided has allowed us to be able to service enterprise-level clients. That's something that we would have not been able to do independently in the time that we've been able to do it.
Our IT team is fairly small. We're about 5 developers that are experts in AWS, have been building on AWS for over 10 years. For Video Appeal, if these AI technologies and services did not exist, we would not have even approached this business model. We would not even have attempted to build what we've built.
So utilizing technologies and integrating with AI and machine learning technologies from Amazon, such as Transcribe, Comprehend, and Rekognition, we are able to actually take these videos and analyze them, create profiles, so it becomes a live analysis.
So a lot of our customers are very technical. They have certain jargon, and a normal transcription wouldn't capture those words. A really awesome feature of Transcribe is the ability to have a dictionary of words that Transcribe will utilize and be able to listen for. Comprehend is a huge feature for us. It takes that transcripted text and it gives us keywords. It gives us insight into what is actually being said. With those keywords, we generate tags for our customers. to optimize their marketing campaigns and to gain additional insight into their customers. Rekognition also helps us automatically flag inappropriate content for our customers so that they're not exposed to things they shouldn't be exposed to. With our experience on AWS and the security behind AWS, these were very easy for us to plug and play. Everything's so self-contained. AWS AI saves us an incredible amount of time, and it also helps us be innovative. It helps us focus on building
Zero. Nothing is more important than protecting customer data and privacy. At AWS, security tools are built for the unique environment, size, and global requirements. Building custom security tools helps automate routine tasks. By automating security tasks, many human configuration errors can be avoided to allow teams to focus on higher priority areas. Security teams can use automation and API integration to become more responsive and agile. This makes it easier for them to work closely with developer and operation teams to create and deploy code faster and more securely. Automation of platform and application security checks whenever new code is deployed makes it easier to enforce security and compliance controls that ensure confidentiality, integrity, and availability at all times. AWS data centers are built in multiple geographic regions to offer high availability. Within the regions, multiple availability zones provide resiliency. AWS designs data centers with excess bandwidth so that if a major disruption occurs, sufficient capacity exists to load balance and route traffic to remaining sites, thus minimizing impact on customers. At AWS, environments are continuously audited with certifications from accreditation bodies across the globe. This means that segments of your compliance have already been completed. AWS stands out when it comes to secure capabilities. AWS now has 203 significant compliance, governance, and security certifications. That's about 40 more than the next largest provider. For compute services and processing power, you pay per hour. For storage, you pay per gigabyte. And for data transfer, you pay per gigabyte for data transferred out. There are no charges for incoming data or data transferred between your AWS services within the same region. Data transferred between AWS services in different regions will be charged as internet data transfer on both sides of the transfer. The outbound data transfer is aggregated across Amazon EC2, Amazon S3, Amazon RDS, Amazon DynamoDB, Amazon SQS, Amazon SNS, and Amazon VPC as AWS data transfer.
Hi, I am Murtaza, Senior Product Manager in Amazon EC2. I'm here to talk about AWS License Manager. It is a service to help you easily manage licenses from a variety of software vendors, such as Microsoft, Oracle, IBM, SAP, and others. You can stay compliant based on your license terms and get more out of your existing investments. You can centrally manage licenses across AWS and on-premises and across your AWS accounts. License Manager helps you define licensing rules and enforce those rules. You can specify how licenses should be measured, whether it is by vCPUs, cores, or physical sockets, and set up usage limits. You can also search your software inventory and track usage through their lifetime. AWS License Manager keeps track of instances impacted by the rules and sends alerts for violations. Finally, you can use the built-in dashboard to easily report usage and true-ups and audits. Visit our website to learn more about AWS License Manager.
What are some of the primary business drivers for cloud adoption? The top business drivers for organizations to migrate to and use the cloud include cost, agility, freedom to experiment, and faster development. Some cloud adoption projects are driven by a specific timeline based on an event that significantly affects the customer's business operations. For example, an expiring lease on a data center led one organization to explore the benefits of migrating to the AWS cloud. Although the business driver for this scenario can be associated with cost, their cloud adoption project was driven by a specific timeline. All resources had to be migrated to the cloud before the lease expiration. Other examples of significant events include hardware refresh cycles, expiring IT outsourcing. Cloud play a key role in planning for the workload. For instance, an organization might decide to migrate all of their data centers to the AWS cloud over the next 2 years, with a long-term goal to increase agility and reduce time to market. However, the lease on one of their data centers expires in 6 months, so the immediate need at the data center level is to migrate all of the resources in that data center to the AWS cloud. The cloud adoption framework is organized into 6 perspectives: business, people, governance, platform, security, and operations. These perspectives are divided into 2 categories: business and technology. Through each perspective, you can create with your customers a comprehensive workstream that captures dependencies and gaps in skills and processes. The results form an action plan to guide your customers' change management process as they journey to the cloud. CAF uses AWS experiences and best practices in assisting organizations around the world with their cloud adoption journey. When using this framework, you should engage directly with your customer so that the action plan is mutually developed and agreed upon. This level of engagement will help drive adoption throughout the organization. Why do opportunities matter to partners? Once an opportunity is submitted and approved, it will be eligible for AWS funding programs. Validated opportunities also give AWS sales teams visibility as they receive notification. An AWS validated opportunity is an opportunity that represents net new AWS business. It has been thoroughly prospected by your firm to clearly define the end customer's needs and pain points, and also what your firm proposes to solve. APN partner opportunities are held to the same rigor and criteria as opportunities that are qualified by AWS sales teams. After you submit an opportunity, you will receive an email notification that indicates whether your opportunity is validated or disqualified. You can also refer to the APN Opportunity Management tool in the APN Partner Central to check the status of an opportunity. In the APN Opportunity Management tool, AWS validated opportunities have the status of approved. An APN partner can pursue an opportunity that was disqualified by AWS. However, the opportunity will not be eligible for benefits that are available through the APN Customer Engagement ACE program.
For anybody who is entertaining joining the APN and the ACE program with AWS, I cannot recommend it highly enough. It has been such a benefit to our company as a whole from a revenue perspective, from an increased inbound leads perspective across the board. It's just been a wonderful program for us to be a part of.
We joined the APN in February of 2016. We knew that we wanted to go all in with one cloud provider so we can develop a depth of knowledge in a single cloud platform. We joined programs and made time to advance the tiers to demonstrate to our customers that we were for real. As we progressed, however, it was also to demonstrate our commitment.
They're really expecting us to have a deep technical knowledge of the platform to be able to find the right solution to their problem. Given the expansive capabilities and services that AWS has to offer, it's a big challenge for an organization to completely understand them. Using the ACE, allowing the AWS reps to get to know EagleDream better, and every customer win that we have grows the knowledge base of EagleDream within AWS, and then the flywheel just continues to.
They're deeply invested in our success and the success of our shared customers. It's been a really tremendous experience for us.
AWS offers APN partners several discounting and funding programs. The APN Partner Acceleration Funding Program offers funding benefits to accelerate various stages of the partner's business development, from technical to sales and marketing enablement. The goal of the program is to enable APN partners to build a sustainable business model and expand AWS practices as you reach new customers and continue to differentiate your business in APN. The purpose of the training and certification funding is to support and enable APN partners by providing training resources that will increase APN partners' capacity and capabilities for delivery of AWS solutions and products. APN partners at all tiers are eligible to receive AWS promotional credits to incentivize net new AWS technical certifications, and highly discounted training courses through APN training partners are ATPs. The Marketing Development Funding, or MDF, is your resource to drive demand generation and go-to-market strategies when your firm has attained the necessary technical resources to build sales pipelines with qualified AWS opportunities. Customer adoption of solutions and products powered by AWS, as well as help develop wins that can validate and demonstrate partners' AWS expertise to earn trust from their customers. You've just seen AWS offers APN partners several discounting and funding programs.
For us, we were just listening to our customers, and there was an ongoing desire for them to say, hey, we love you guys as a managed service provider. We like trusting you with our IT operations, but we really want to run it on Amazon Web Services. Ken Ziegler, CEO of LogicWorks. So LogicWorks is a cloud automation and managed services provider. Say that 2/3 of our customers are in the Northeast, and then the remainder of them are throughout the world. Our sweet spot verticals are healthcare, financial services, media, e-commerce. Anything that has a compliance requirement like HIPAA or PCI are really great opportunities for us.
LogicWorks is really unique in the managed service provider space because we're an MSP that's really been in business for over 20 years. We have a deep DNA in providing services.
We've been able to basically transform a traditional managed service provider model.
Coming up, we pull together with our partner network as well as our TAMs to find ways to lessen any type of risk that might be seen.
You want to leverage AWS's innovation, their balance sheet, all the things that Amazon Web Services brings to bear for your own benefit as a partner. We've seen over 100% growth the past couple of years on the AWS platform. Becoming an APN partner was one of the best decisions that we ever made.
You have completed the APN Partner Funding module. Remember how the beginning of this course talked about the partner journey and learning path? AWS encourages you to continue your journey. To earn credit for this course, complete the final assessment in the next module with a score of 80% or higher. Thank you for choosing to learn about AWS.